Big boss gloves, getting ready for the match. Trap vision 3D, about to light the patch. Invicta gleaming, diamonds on the latch. Rolex villains, wealth then they snatch. Tick-tock, watch wars, battle on the grind. Southern style flexing, rare finds in the mine. Invicta the Rolex, bling in the line. Collectors clashing, show them how we shine. Gold in the south, diamonds dripping red. Showdown stage, trap game, heavy cred. Rolex swinging, soul like misled. Invicta gleaming, see the money spread. Ticking, talking, time just won't stall. Flexing, wrist game, grinding at the ball. Trap visions, lens, captures it all. Timepiece battles, answer.
One, fight.
Yo, what's happening, family, man? Welcome in. Apologies for the late start. My laptop just died. It just died, yo. Battery went out, and I was like, yeah, that's typical, man. It just happened, man. But you know what? The show must go on, man. Today, man, we got something special because you know the intro, right? Today's a special day because I get to talk about something that I absolutely love, something I created some years back, man, and it is basically versus collectors versus collectors. Man, this is about to be a good one, man, because when I first started this, I went up against one of my buddies, man, and we had this back-to-back battle, and you guys decided who was the better collector, who had the best collection, right? And you guys showed up and we kept doing it. We kept showing up. We kept doing it. And it got big. And then we ended up taking this to the ocean, you know what I'm saying? On the Invicta cruises. And bruh, when I tell you this thing just went nuts, this thing was crazy, man. It was beautiful, man. So at this present time, I'm going to ask you guys to bear with me because on the strength that I don't have my computer, and on this phone with the new StreamYard, it is kind of difficult to see. Um, it's actually difficult to see the conversation. I will do the best I can during this live stream, though. You know what I'm saying? The show must go on. So, wrist check. What do you have on the wrist at the present moment? And because I have started this channel with an Invicta state of mind, I am rocking a one of a kind timepiece right here. It's an excursion based Akula version. Excursion cooler, whatever. This is the only one of its kind. This was a concept that never came out. And it's the only one that's ever been made. It's on strap. I got this on a cruise and in the Victor base collector's cruise. It wasn't the Invicta cruise. Hey, who that? Ben, I can see you. I can see. I can see. Hold up. All white Panerai. Okay, I can see that. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get this out the way. Hey, man. Let's see. New comments. Fire. Ben 10. All white crocodile. I saw that, bro. Wrist check. Okay. All right, so this is what I need for you guys to know, man. So today's episode is being sponsored by the group over there on Facebook out of Arizona, man. Like, first off, the people over there, man. Two of my favorite people, man. These dope people. Daisy has been, and my man Big Ant has been rocking out, getting a cruise together for Invicta collectors, man. Because let's go back. Let's take you guys back to 2017. Invicta hosted their very first cruise, and at the time, I'm gonna say this just based off of the experience that I had. Invicta, it was a great thing because they were doing all the home shopping networks. All of those vendors were going on the seas, and people were all in one spot. They didn't have to wait for their television show to come on. They didn't have to wait to order watches there. They can do it right there with the people watching the personalities, the TV screens, the lights, the cameras, all of these things. They're seeing production, they're seeing the whole nine, and collectors get to come out here and enjoy themselves, right? And it was like a celebration, man. It's like you work all year, you do all these things all year, and then you get a chance to show off how, as a collector, how you've been collecting, what's your favorite collection, and all that stuff, right? And from there, they had 2018. In my humble opinion, I think 2018 and 2020 was the best cruises. 2020 was the last official cruise for Invicta. So they did four cruises and then it was out of there. COVID hit. And then, AL decided not to come back into doing that. So, I mean, and that's their prerogative. Um, Present time, we're not going to act like Mr. L isn't under litigations or whatever the case is. He's been accused of doing some wrong stuff with Invicta. Invicta has not been the same. I will say, going back to 2020. Let's go back to 2020. The vibe behind Invicta, the whole Invicta family experience, that kind of dwindled. But this is the beautiful thing about it. So COVID comes, and then AL allows another group, you know what I'm saying, to actually do it. And like all these Facebook groups that you see over there right now, they're still waving the banner, you know what I'm saying? Vicaholics, Invicta 202, Victor 757, all of these groups are still practicing in like what we were doing from back in the day. They still do their wrist shots, they still hang out, they still get together and doing stuff, and this is no different. So I have an actual date for next year, 7-day cruise going out of Texas. Um, and I do apologize because all of the stuff was on my computer to actually pull up for you guys so you can actually see it. But I will post this in my I will actually post this information on my wall so you guys can go over there and look at the dates. And if you want to be a part of the cruise, all the contact information will be on that banner that I have. But 2027 is a 7-day cruise, and it's during that Easter week. It's going to be phenomenal. But it may be asking, battles. Haha, yeah. The battles are going to start prior to the cruise. So for those that are watching this and you're going on a cruise, you will have an opportunity to set up with your boy. You'll set up with me, like who wants to go, and it's going to be the theme of it. They want man versus woman, and who's going to be the top tier collector, man. So you all of these people that love your character watches, like your Daffy Ducks, your NFL, all these different themed watches, you'll be able to battle with these watches. And I'm gonna tell you something in my experience. Let me get to the comments best I can here in a second. In my experience, during a battle, and I'll explain what a battle is, how it goes. But during a battle, anytime somebody pulls out a watch that has gemstones on it, that's like an automatic you pass to the next level, right? Diamonds, rubies, sapphires, anything that's in your watch that looks great, that looks amazing, that adds to it, and especially if it has the Swiss or an automatic Swiss movement added to this watch, or how it's just designed, man, that gets an automatic pass to the next level against whatever watch. And then the watch that is battling up against that could be the better watch. It could be the more expensive watch, horologically sound, you know what I'm saying? But it's up to the people. So let's break down how a battle goes. So your boy comes in, I'll get my contestants. So there's normally a 5 or 7 watch battle. We haven't done anything past that. We considered doing like a quick 3 watch battle, or an extensive 12 or 11 watch battle. It's always, I found out doing this, that it's best to go with an odd number. But you can still come break even, like just depending how we vote. But then we got to the bottom of that, because what we're going to do is we're opening up voting to you guys, because we're going to do it live. Like when I'm on like before we get to the ship, these battles will be live. So you will have an opportunity to vote. The system will be set up to where you can actually go to an app, hit the button, be like, hey, I'll go for this one. I think this watch is best. But I will have judges. I will have 3 to 5 judges. And on the cruise ship, we will have. I would love to have the 5 judges like I did on this last cruise. I want to have 5 judges, and we go from there. You know what I'm saying? If we get 3, perfect. If we get 5, even more perfect. Right? So let me see if I can get into this chat system here. Uh, this is wow. Hydro Conquest is a ridiculous diver. Best diver out. Can't see all of it. What's up, Vinny? Vic, you still wearing your boat Zeus? Cool. And we'll talk about the. Hey man, we was talking about that. I feel you buy me a watch. Watchman 54 is in here. Victor Purple Skull watch. Okay. Oh man, I remember that. You said you're over buying watches. Okay. All right. When is the cruise? It's next. It's next year. It's actual date. I'll get the actual date. I'll have. I'm gonna put the post. So Bob, I'm gonna put the actual date in the on my wall, so you'll be able to see it. But it's a 7 day cruise. It's 2027, and this cruise had got planned 2 years ago, and now here we are. We're here. Now, what does this mean for the rest of us, right? Because we have people, we have a number of Invicta and Aragon collectors in the chat, but we also have an array of luxury end watches. We have your tool watches. We have aficionados in here. A lot of you guys are just watch collectors as a whole, man. You guys are killing the game, right? But at the end of the day, what does this mean for battles? I'm glad you asked that. This is open to everybody, right? The battles is open to everybody. And what I normally do, and I seen Kamon had posted earlier, man. He had put the eyeball. So if Kamon, if you're watching, Kamon right now is the reigning and defending champion. Like he gets entered into the Hall of Fame. Everybody that came against Kamon just got smacked. So if you want to get to Kamon, if he's agreeing to this, you have to go through the necessary channels, man. You have just like WWE, man. And I'm a fan of WWE. So you just can't grab the champion and say, hey, I'm gonna battle him. Nah, bro, you gotta fight your way up to that thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to like, hey man, what we talking about? Oh, my man just texted me. Hey, we got to get into that thing, man. You have to go and go against the people, man. I'm gonna call some folks out, man, because who is that? Now I'm not even gonna call you out, but you know who you are, man. The man with the raspy voice. You have battled a number of people and you wanted to get back into the battles. Now is your opportunity. We have Dave D was a contestant. We had women that came in that was battling. So there will be people that go into the Hall of Fame of this thing. But again, it's for fun. This whole thing is for fun. And it's basically you will get three, if we're doing a quick one, three watches versus three. You know what I'm saying? And like we could pick the theme, or you guys pick the theme. So if you want to do all gemstones, like you want to have a diamond on diamond battle, that's what it is. If you want to have character watches, character like Daffy Duck, He-Man. I don't know if there's a He-Man watch, but if you can find one, G.I. Joe watches or whatever. And I'm not talking about watches that you like how I was theming some of these watches, like my Tissot PRX. I named that Snake Eyes. It's not an official Snake Eyes. It's just a little nickname I have for the watch. It has to be an official character watch versus character watch. And that's how we're going to do it. If you want to do an Aragon versus Aragon battle, Aragon versus Invicta battle, Rolex versus Vacheron battle, like, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to get into the luxury watches and have a battle, I will have judges set up for that. I will have judges. You let me know. I'll handle all the logistics of that. And we will go forward. And it's for fun, man. It's for fun. We've done this before to where we raise money. I've made money off of this thing to give to people, and in turn, literally purchase watches for other people. People that couldn't afford certain watches, we had the money. Boom, there you go. That's man. The battles has actually been a blessing to the channel. Watching from Juliet, I was on 4 Invicta cruises. They were great. Oh yeah, my wife and I did 3. I did, man. I'm telling you, man. In my humble opinion, 2018 is when I first got on my first Invicta cruise. After that, 2019 was cool. It didn't hold the weight of like 2018, but 2020, that last one, bruh. On top of the weather was terrible. Man, it was like hurricane type weather, man. We was man, they had to empty out the pools. It was rocking back and forth, man. People was getting motion sickness, man. Like even our flight was like affected by the storm that was coming in. However, Invicta did their thing, man. I enjoyed that cruise wholeheartedly. Longines versus Hublot. Hey, we can do that if whoever's battling, if you agree to those terms, if you are a Hublot collector and you want to go up against somebody and somebody say, hey man, I got a Longines collection, I think that'll smack yours, or Seiko collection that'll smack you. If you believe in yourself, now let me tell you this. How does a battle set up? So let's just say it's me and I'm going against my man Vic. I'll pull out here. I have examples. I'll pull out my case. First off, it's all about the presentation. I got this case right here, this Invicta case, and it's actually signed by Ryan, Invicta Ryan, in 2023. And I go, you know what? Let me go ahead and crack out. So now you don't know what I'm gonna play, man. So I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're just gonna go through. I'm like, first off, the first watch I'm gonna pick is a watch that was purchased by Invicta Ryan, the man, the ambassador of Invicta. This right here was one of the few watches that Invicta actually made in Switzerland, or had 60% of this watch made in Switzerland. It has a Ronda R150 in this thing. It comes in at 48 millimeters. It is 14 millimeters tall with a lug width of 54 millimeters on the wrist. And it has a very unique, polished and brushed bracelet, right? Cyclops on this thing. And I can tell you all kind of stuff now. I got this watch on a stupid face weekend. That's what we were calling it, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of guys getting together, drinking, having fun, partying, hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Like the hangover. That's so you can call this the hangover watch, right? So now, at this point in time, I've told my story. I've told you where this watch comes from, the history of it, the story behind it, and it's up to my judges to see like who comes after that, like who I'm battling. So I could be battling you that's watching me right now, and you say, well, I got the Aragon whatever, or I have whatever it is that you pull out, and you explain it. So now people at home are watching, they like, oh man, you know what, I like this watch, but I like his better. So you vote for who you got, who got the best watch. We tally it up, we go to the next round. You know what I'm saying? And at the very end, the very last one, we do all the tallies, and they go from round to round. They be like, okay, round one went to Trap, round two went to you, round three went to you, round four went to Trap, round five went to you. If we got to do round seven, eight, or whatever, you won. You just toppled Trap Vision 3D. You are the winner. But like we got this thing on here. Everybody's a winner. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's for sportsmanship. It's for horology as a whole. It's basically we get to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Being that, like I said before, it all started with a watch. Our relationships wouldn't have crossed paths if we weren't watch collectors. If we didn't have an interest in watches whatsoever, you guys wouldn't be watching. I wouldn't have over 4,000 people like subscribe to the channel. And I know everybody that subscribed don't collect watches like that. But they grandpa collected the watches, or they wife got a watch, or the husband. You know what I'm saying? Everybody it's somebody they know. And they say, hey, I can get with this channel because that's what it is. You know what I mean? So let me see. You said it's a loss. Well, of course there's gonna be a winner, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody really like the horology doesn't lose it as a whole. We all get to celebrate, we all get to enjoy. Whoever won gets bragging rights. Just like my man Vic in here, you know what I'm saying? Vic challenged me a couple times, you know what I'm saying? I had to go ahead and yak, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm Trap Vision 3D. My bad, Vic. No harm, no foul, you feel me? But you know what I'm saying? And Vic almost had me on one, man. He pulled out a watch that he shouldn't have done, but you know what I'm saying? I had to, had to get him. It came down to one watch, you know. It came down to one watch, man, because Vic was smacking me in them other rounds. He was getting me based on the vote count, man. It's fun though. It's fun. I enjoy it, man. Like I'm talking about, like we be having fun like crazy, man. And then you get to have gifts and stuff like that, man. So I do dog tags. So I had a dog tag, and then I had like a medallion that you can get, and like I think it was Kimon was like, yo, I'd rather have the dog tags than the medallion. So I was like, all right, cool. So the winner gets the, you know what I'm saying, gets the medallion, and I mean gets the dog tag, and the other medallion. If I pull that out, like you'll get a trophy too. You know what I'm saying? So we getting back to all of that is coming. But this is going to be fun, man. This is going to be fun. So here's the deal. This is what I'm going to tell you to do. You can inbox me on Instagram or email me because my email is in my description. Email me if you ever want to be a part of a battle in the future. The more people set me up, the more like the better I can, and the more people reach out to me with this, I can set you up and I can tell you, hey, I have somebody that want to battle, and this is the criteria. You guys come into an agreement. Like again, I'll work in the logistics. I'll be in touch with both of you guys or gals, and we've done couples. Yo, we've done married couples, man. We had married couples up here going against each other, man, which was dope. You know what I'm saying? Husband and wife, man, just coming out, boom, boom. Man, this whole battle thing is dope. Let's see. That was a great battle to watch. Man, bro. Yo, Thomas says, what's up, bro? Let's see here. Hold on. Vic is our champion. Oh, you bet. Hey, so you want to battle? We got one. We got somebody in here, man. Hannibal wants to go head to head with your boy. Don't make the Invictus showcase come out with time. Oh, what we talking about? What we talking about? Well, we do. Hey, bro, hold up, bro. You see the case, bro. You see the case. That's what we doing, man. That's what we doing. But again, bro, if we gonna do that thing, right? I'm coming up like, yo, who sank my battleship? Cause you don't know what's in this thing right now, bro. You don't know what's happening. That's why I said what's happening. You don't know what's happening in this case right here. You don't know what I might do. So like if you on the other side of the screen and you like, yo, Trap, I'm gonna pull my watch up, man. We gonna see what's happening with you. And I might come out like, hold up, what you got? Hold up, let me see if I can sink your battleship real quick. And I mess around and pull up a deep blue piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, here we go. Yeah, that's Swiss in that thing. That's a Salida 200 in that thing right there, boy. I call this thing Ultra Magnus, man. Look at the colorways. This thing is all American. What we talking about? You look on the back of that thing. You just look at that medallion case back. America. Yeah. What we talking about, bruh? 1,000 meters, bruh. Huh? This thing will outlast you, bruh. You feel me, man? This is tough right here. I don't know what you just pulled out, but I could have just came and slapped you upside your head with that thing. You feel me? Or I could come out with, let's go up to Canada real quick. All loom dial, one of a kind. Nobody else got this watch but me. You know what I'm saying? Prototype becomes my type of watch. You feel me? You don't know what's going on here, bro. Be blasted. This watch is made for champions, man. This thing has seen 16 wars. You feel me? You don't know that. It's my story. I can say what I want to up there. Yeah, it's my time to shine, bro. You feel me? Let me go ahead and close this case back, man. Get out of here. What y'all talking about? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What am I talking about? I just got myself just jammed up in my case. There we go. I got you already, Trap. I'm pulling them out. You can't be pulling on him. Hey, man, you know what? I don't care. Hey, man, I ain't never running, man. Hey, I ain't never running from no battle, bro. And may I add, because let me go ahead and talk some junk real quick. Matter of fact, this is the fact. What ended up happening during battles, because some people say, hey, Trap, what happens to battles? Bring battles back, right? And I said, hey, I would love to bring battles back, but I will have some of you guys will reach out. Either if you got my phone number, you text me or you email me, you say, yo, Trap, I want to battle. And I'm like, all right, cool. What do you want to battle? You tell me to watch. And I say, hey, I got the perfect collector for you. And then you go and look at like, wait a minute, you putting me up against who? Nah. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to do that, man. Hey, give me somebody else. Oh, so you want me to stack the deck for you. You want me to have you go up against somebody with a weak collection or something that you think you can beat, possibly beat. Whoo, man, you know how crazy that is? You know how crazy it is for some of you guys to reach out to me, say, Trap, I want to do battles, but then when I put you up against somebody, you start backing out. Now, here's the beautiful thing. Oh no, this is the crazy thing about this. This isn't a life-threatening event. This is fun. This is relaxing. It is, man, it's enjoyous. It's eventful. I get to talk, man, bro. I get to turn up like, yo, man, your boy in this thing, man. I get to turn all the way up to the max, man. I'm talking about, like, when you get your car. How many of you guys, when you were younger, had a ride? You got your first car. You got your little tape deck. For those that remember snatch outs back in the, what I'm saying, 90s. You got your little Kenwood snatch out. You got two 12s in the back, man. Or if you didn't have it like that, you got some house speakers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people, I've done it, so whatever. You got some little makeshift amp back there, man, and you just boom, 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 just bumping. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. Well, can't nobody tell you nothing, bro. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You know what I mean? They can't. That's just like that's the pride that you have, man. But when it comes to this YouTube thing, in the battles, I ain't gonna say YouTube thing. When it comes to the battles, y'all, some of y'all, man, out here, man, faking the funk, man. You'll sit here and talk, you ain't got no pride in what you got, man. And I'm telling you, I love what I got. I don't care how makeshift it is, I don't care how raggedy it is. It's mine, and I know it beat, and I know I'll go up against anybody with it. I don't care what it is, man. Hey, man, tell your story. But y'all not telling the story, man. Y'all sitting out here caking, man. Y'all talking, y'all hollering at me like, yo, Trap, I want to do this, but then you don't do it because I'm putting you up against somebody. And I'm gonna call. He just walked in. I'm not even gonna call his name out. He's in the chat right now. I tried to put somebody in the chat. I tried to put him up against somebody else, right? And I just kind of pulled my attention over to this story. Um, that the two of y'all. I'm not even calling you out. Two of y'all said, man, if I got a battle, I'm not battling him. What? You're not battling? Why, bro? What you think? You think you're gonna die, bro? It's not that serious, bro. This is for fun, bro. Hold on. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'll pull out original. Ooh, we scared, man. For what? Get knocked out like you? Oh man, you coming down here messing with these people? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see. Who that? Who that? Who that? Skylar Santanio is in the building. What's up, Sky? Shame them, bro. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Shame him. Hey, I got it. Hey, as you come in, please tell me what you got on the wrist at the time of this live, bro. I am rocking the Victor, man, and I'm going to always go back to my roots all the time, bro, because this is how this show started. This is where my love started with Invicta. I was just watching. Hey, man, hold up, man. First and foremost, man, we got one of the dopest dudes coming to the stage right now. Right now, I saw it. One thing, StreamYard, I appreciate you announcing at this point. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please look at this collector and then respect it.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Travis, I hear you talking a lot of talk, man. I gotta do something. I gotta go for it. You know what I mean? I gotta go for it.
What we doing? What we doing, bro? What we doing?
Ding,
What we
ding,
doing?
ding, ding.
Yeah, yeah, let's go.
Yo,
Let's
so
go.
I got my whole watch collection in front of me right now.
Okay.
You just tell me how you want to proceed, kind sir. Do you want to go micro brand for micro brand? Do you want to do whatever? How you want to slice this apple?
Hey, bro, we can do it however you want to do it, bro. We
Say
can
you
do it
can have
however.
whatever you like.
Yeah, yeah,
Demonetized.
boy. Yeah, bro. Come
All
on
right.
with it, bro.
All right. So you gonna let me go first, or you going first? Because I'm jumping right on in.
Hey,
Ain't no
bro.
time to
Hey,
waste.
hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, man. Trap Vision brings to you the first on the fly battle with your boy, Trap Vision
On the fly.
3D, and
Yeah.
my man, Skylar Santanio. You know what I'm saying? The collector that you have to respect, man. So, because I am a gentleman, I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's do this real quick. We got my man on the stage right now. Go ahead. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're gonna do. You guys are going to tell me
Mm-hmm.
at the end of this round. So we're gonna do we're gonna do a 5 round. We're gonna do 5 rounds.
Okay.
You go first and I'll follow. You know what I'm saying? And you guys tell me what watch just float your boat that you love the most. And Skylar, because I don't have to tell you, bro, I know where you're from. You guys come with this kit. You guys were born with junk talking in your system. It's in your DNA. So I expect you to come with it, baby. I expect you to come with it because you're about to see Trap Vision in a rare form, bro. Oh my gosh. This is
All right.
what's happening right now. So y'all in the chat,
So
y'all voting.
let me cook. So yeah, we're gonna let the people vote on this one. Just so you guys know, this was completely not planned. I just so happened to see Travis live. I grabbed my collection. So let's get into it. So the first watch that I'm gonna present to you guys is this. Look, I was thinking that we were gonna go micro brand, but we're going anywhere. But at the end of the day, you guys know how I roll, and I'm a community guy, and it's all about community, right? So what is a micro brand but somebody who releases a batch of watches, which I've done for the community. So for the first one that I'm going to start off with is my Watch Crunch Milk House inspired
Ooh.
modification that I was commissioned to give and build for the community. Now
Ooh.
check this out. I'm going to tell you guys what makes the watch so special. Okay, this is not the typical run in the mill. First and foremost, PVD black coated. Okay, still has that Milk House green circle in there because we all know Watch Crunch likes to have that green circle. 200 meters screw down crown. Okay, sapphire in the front, sapphire in the back for the crystal itself. Um, totally inspired by the community. Now, something you don't normally see that I was able to pull off. Not many of you have seen Jubilee bracelet with that PVD coating. Was able to achieve that on the fly adjustment on the clasp. I don't have quick release on here, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I chose this one to throw the haymaker at Travis because at the end of the day, it's a community watch. It was built by yours truly. It was commissioned by the community. You guys told me, yo, Skylar, I would wear that watch. Can you make it for me? And I did that. And that's what I'm going to go with for my first one, the community watch.
Ooh. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on, let me get me back up here on this thing, man. Hey, bear with me, y'all, because man, bro, I don't know, like you just jumped in. My computer died, bro.
Oh,
My
no.
computer, yeah, the battery died, bro. It straight died. I
I
was
win.
like,
I win. That's it. It's over.
nah, oh no, yeah, no, sir, no, sir. Hold on, there we go, there we go. Okay, my man came through with a watch that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, how can I combat that right there? You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me put me up here real quick. Okay, let me see if I can get up here, man. I'm gonna get no, I don't want get Skylar out of here. We've seen enough of this guy.
Winner.
We seen it. You know what? I'll do this with you on the screen. Matter of fact, I'll do it with you on the screen because
Go for it.
I want you to sit here and look at this watch. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so he pulled out a very prestigious piece, man. But I want to pull out one right here, man, from the Cincinnati Watch Company right here. You see this watch?
Mm.
This watch right here has history without having history, man. You guys know how this watch came to be? This watch was actually, it's a micro brand, but it was taken over because in Cincinnati, they had a watch company back in the late 1800s. And during that time, the watch company was thriving, and then the war jumped off, the company just went away. And then fast forward, here they come with their own brand. It is a field watch. This is to combat our Hamilton type watch. So you actually have Swiss movement in this thing, sapphire crystal, front and back. Now, this watch is actually regulated like a chronometer certified timepiece. I literally watched my watch being tested under all types of conditions, which he was the first person I was actually able to go and see the production. As me being Trap Vision 3D, I reached out to Jordan Flicken and I said, hey, bro, I want to know more about the company. He said, hey, come on down. I'll let you see the whole UWAP. I said, for real? He said, yeah. So I came down. And guess what? When I got it, this thing, he said, you know what? I got it in 4 seconds, but I think I could do better. So I sat there during this interview, and he was actually working my watch. He was actually putting it together. You know what I'm saying? And look at this dude over here. He put a watch together. How's your watch running? It's not running like this one. This thing running like a champ. And I didn't have to go to Switzerland to do it. It was done right here on American soil while you over there getting templates and stuff for your watch. That's fine, bro. I got the real deal right here on the engineer bracelet. This thing is one of a kind because it belonged to Trap Vision 3D. So look at this watch. You see it right here? Now respect it. What we talking about?
How you gonna say my words against me, man?
Hey,
That's
you in a
dirty.
fight, boy.
That's
You in a
dirty. Man, man picked up a brick. That's cheating, man. That's cheating. All right.
fight.
All right. All right, no doubt. All
Yeah.
right, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. You gave us a whole history. I like that. I like that. That's pretty cool, man. And guess what? I know you guys are saying, man, Santana, you didn't tell us that what movement was in that last watch, so we might have to take a point. That's okay, because I'm just warming up. I didn't even break a sweat yet. So check this out. I have to, of course, bring in the ring.
Ooh.
Veneziano, best of Italy. You guys know this watch, and it has the SW200. So I'm going to say that first so I don't forget the movement. But when we talk about what luxury really could be and what it really is, let's check the facts, okay? And I've got receipts. If you look at my first review of Veneziano way before the hype, you'll see that I'm one of the original people to talk about them, be enthusiastic about them. And where are they now? Is it because of me? Absolutely not. But I had the finger on the pulse. So electroplated gold dial, real gold on there. SW200, like I mentioned, 200 meters of water resistance. And it has this nice bracelet on here. It doesn't have the quick release. It doesn't have the on the fly, but it does have something that most people are not doing, which is a polished tungsten bezel. What makes that so special is that you don't have to worry about scratches when you get on your watch. So why people aren't doing it more often, I don't know. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up because I want to show the capability of what a actual luxury brand can be outside of the big boys. And we know where Veneziano is here today. We know where they're going for the future. And this has a lot of components in it. Now, founded by two brothers, they did their thing to put the watches together, be inspired, go out there, touch base with the community, build that kind of relationship, build that kind of rapport. And you guys know I've been repping it for a very long time. So that's the piece that I'm going to go with right now. And this is going to be the Veneziano Audio gold-plated dial, electro gold-plated dial. Yes, sir.
Mm. Mm. Well, you know what, bro? Thank you for giving a history lesson. Everybody, he got and said all this stuff about Veneziano. You know what I'm saying? So I am going to come with receipts as well because I have a Veneziano. And oh, wait a minute, how did I get this watch? Somebody actually put a word in for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, hey, Trap. You know what you need to go over there and talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? I would go ahead and soften it up for you. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, when it got me over there, and I went and reached out to him, and guess what they said? Trap. We love your show. We saw you out in Chicago. Skyler
Mm.
is one of the best out here. Yeah, man, he's a great guy. He's a great representative of the brand. But you know what we want to do for you? We want to send you out the watch that won awards,
Mm.
that put them on the map. This
Mm.
watch right here, we don't know this. It's just a rumor mill. But I heard that Darth Vader actually had some type of inspiration on this watch because it is an outer space timepiece. And the black on this thing sucks up all kind of like they said 98, 99%. Nah, man, this thing right here is led by one of the darkest, dark cities type of characters, man. So this thing will absorb your whole soul. It's not just taking light. This thing is taking soul in this thing. Hold it. Look at this right quick. Look at the high polish. You see, this thing is telling a story. Look at the leather. And then on top of that, you can wear this watch with anything pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You put this thing on, man, you getting whatever you want, whatever you need. That watch that he just got through, man, whatever, man. It's gold. It's this. It's an electrifying. It's the most electrifying. Ah, nobody care about none of that, man. Just the watch that you want on your wrist right here. This thing goes well with everything, baby. So now look at this watch and respect it. What
Wow.
we talking about, bro? Oh
Wow,
yeah.
that's crazy. You guys are
Oh
gonna really
yeah.
be for him after he just had to copy what I just did. That's how we doing it. See what I'm saying? He
Hey,
copied what
bro.
I did, and then I'm the
Hey,
one who put the word in for that watch. So that's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna keep it moving and
hey.
snoozing. That's all right. But I'm gonna tell you what, if you're giving it to Travis already, I'm gonna need you to wise up. Because at the end of the day, when you talk
Ooh.
about fantastic value for money, I'm going to keep coming with the micro brands. And I will eventually hit you with something outside of a micro brand, but I have to talk about this Wise 80X GMT. Yoda 9075, 200 meters still in this bad boy. Does it need to be because it's a GMT? No, but they did it because they could. Otherwise, fully toolless bracelet, high polishing on here. You're going to be able to twist the links. You're going to be able to do this with your hands. You have on the fly. You have that quick release on the function as well. You have the see-through case back. I mean, what else do you need from a sunburst style and all of the bells and whistles? Screw down crown, 200 meters, like I mentioned. And look, I like to call them the pride of Thailand. And I've gotten excited about other brands like Venetianico, like you just saw from Travis following my lead, might I add. But that's all right. That's all right. At the end of the day, you want to pay attention to this brand as well, because like I said, I usually could sniff things out, and they're moving towards ceramic. They're moving towards eventually doing their own in-house, where they're going to do modifications to their movements, not fully in-house, but they will do something like Venetianico did with their movement recently, where they commissioned a movement for their watches. They are looking to do that. So this is a brand that I had to bring up. It definitely punches way above its weight. And if you don't know about it, now you know. And when it comes to specifications, when it comes to the inspiration, when it comes to the pride of Thailand, this is what they do. And I don't think Travis can follow this. No way. Cheers.
Okay. So let me give you a little history lesson real quick, man. We're going to take you to a timepiece that was not in a war, but it represents war standards. It represents aviation. It represents excellence. And the man that actually brought this, South Baltimore, if you will. Huh. Let's just take a look. Hold up. I just want you to take this in real quick. You have a Miota movement in this thing, right? So you got high B. You have sapphire crystal front and back. Okay. You have the aviation. You don't have to spend $15,000 IWC ish. You have something that is the pride of history. Now, you want to know, how is this thing connected to history? Well, this thing is called the Vault. All right. Baltimore, where they actually made a warplane. And I'll tell you, the plane that this thing represents, which is right here on this huge oversized crown, if you will, this thing flew in the war, World War II. But it's not praised. It's not praised like other planes. But this is one plane that's never been shot down. And it's one of the fastest planes, and it can never be snuck up on. Every enemy that encountered this plane, this bomber, was taken down with ease. And because we got Juneteenth coming up, there was something that was in Australia, but they used a lot of black pilots to fly this plane. And did you know that they won that commission? They won that campaign. And what did South Baltimore do? They said, man, we want to use this watch to represent a plane that's, one, never been shot down. Granted, C-130s is one of the toughest planes out there, and they've had about 4 or 5 crashes. User error, one was shot down, but this one holds a record of never dropping out of the sky because of pilot malfunctions or user error, and it's never been shot down by the enemy. In every campaign this thing has been on, this thing was a threat. And this is what you got to represent it right here. So he's talking about following. Bro, man, Juneteenth is coming up, man. What are you talking about? The pride of life. And South Baltimore captured that, man. For the small little itty bitty urban community, man, he put this watch out there, man. So look at it. Look at this watch. Don't take your beady eyes off of it, New Yorker or Jersey boy. Which one there? I don't care where you're from. Look at it and respect it. Play with me. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, so what are we up to now? 4?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's
Bring
do this.
us
Let's
home.
do this.
Bring us home.
We're going to go this way. So we want to talk about reputation. We're going to go for blow for blow. You're doing the history thing, but I'm going to stick to the community, man. I'm going to stick to what I know the best. I'm going to stick to my guns. And this is the Noctua. You guys all know this watch, but I wanted to present it first because the owner, JP, part of the community, reached out to me as the first person to do the review of this watch. Yes, sir. And so getting my feedback and getting hands-on with it for the first time. Now, you know, currently he's coming out with something new. This is the first version that he did, all bead blasted, NH35. It's going to have an all loom dial. You have the Noctua on there. And where he's going with this is something that you're going to want to pay attention to. But the watch that I'm presenting is representing where he's coming from first. So you want to listen slow before you catch up. So at the end of the day, this is something that's going to have fantastic toolish vibe. It's not going to get any scratches. You could wear this. You could beat this up. I've wore this countless times, laying on gravel, changing tires. Not a single scratch on this bracelet because we have that bead blast. Full toolish vibe to it altogether. And at the end of the day, this guy is a hardworking guy. This guy is part of our community. So being the first person that he reached out to hit home for me. And I only expect greater things. And you can check out the new releases that he's doing now. And you want to pay attention because it's about where we're going. It's about how we're growing and how we're doing it together.
Yeah, hey, bro, I got to give you that, man, because I'll rock with this. Hey, that's my dude. I ain't
my guy. That's my guy.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Hey, congratulations on that, bro. But I have to, because that was it. So I'm going to end this on this watch right here, and then we'll get into how we're going to vote this thing out, y'all. But I had to bring a watch that was controversial, a watch that the man on the stage right now he tried to bully me out of this watch. He got to the point where he was bothered by this watch.
Here we go.
And this watch only came from outer space. You know what I'm saying? It only came, an element of it came from outer space, landed here, and was cut. And you know what's crazy, man? The gods of the heavens was like, you know what? Of all people, we want to have this particular chunk of what's been out here. We want this to go to trap. And not only do we want this, we want him to go back to his hometown and get it from the man that brought us all the way from Canada. The Eula Diver, ladies and gentlemen. And this watch will rival anything as far as the colorway. Rolex, you can't even bring this color because y'all have a hard time getting like y'all colors together. Y'all can't even do this color. Oh, yes, I said it. I said it. This right here has a Swiss movement in it that's been regulated, and this thing is high polished, and then you have brushing. You have a very unique on the fly. Ooh, look at all of this going on. Look at the goodness, baby. Look at all of that beautiful artwork on the behold. Look at the artwork. Oh, can y'all see? Hold on, my bad. There we go. This thing is infinite in time. This is a timeless timepiece. This thing will be, you know what? This will be passed down to generations. This watch right here. And it was from one of the greatest minds all the way from Canada, which now has a show every year now. It's actually twice a year. So keep in mind while you guys are thinking about who has the best watches. And this man actually wanted this watch right here. He tried to steal it from me. If I didn't know any better, I think he flew here and I seen him outside my window one night. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in. So I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an on the fly battle. So what I'm gonna need you guys to do in the chat right now.
Wait. That was 4. I only presented. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Was that 4 or 5? I thought.
No, that was 4. Yeah. One more.
That was 4. Oh, we got one more. Go ahead. My bad, bro. You got it.
All right. So you guys know that I like to deliver on my promises, and I told you that I bring up a watch that has some history. I'm gonna bring up something that not only enthusiasts respect, but also pulls in the new generation to bring you into watches. Now, I'm talking about a brand that has a lot of significant history, a lot. And they started in the US. They may be owned by a bigger sister brand, but that doesn't take away from all of the innovation and all of the things that they're capable of. And they continue to push boundaries, not only on something affordable in the mall, but also something super high horology. I, of course, am talking about Bulova as a brand altogether. I'm showing you the Bulova Seville because this is the one I think that connects the dots for all of us. 262 kilohertz, which means on a quartz, you're getting a smooth sweep regardless, but it is a battery-powered watch nonetheless. Now, what makes it also nice is that I was able to pair this with a Long Island watch bracelet, which gives me the on-the-fly adjustment. No quick release because we have an integrated style bracelet, sapphire crystal, no screw-down crown because it's more of a gentleman watch that you want to dress up or dress down or put on some jeans, on a t-shirt. Just, you've seen the collaboration that Bulova has done with Complecto. Still the finger on the pulse as being part of the community. I think that they're underrated. Yes, they're talked about a lot, but they need to be talked about more because when we talk about Bulova, Accutron, Citizen, we're talking about a lot into all rolled in all together under the same umbrella, and they could really do anything from walking in the park and having a great day and sending out missions out to space, having their technology in the dashboards of the actual astronaut equipment. So this means more than just an affordable timepiece. I think that this is a great piece that pulls people into the new generation and has a great history for everybody else to learn. Back to you.
I don't like.
He's searching. He's delaying it. He's looking now. He's scrambling. You see that?
He's nervous.
No. He's shaking.
Oh no!
Got him. It's
got
over.
Nothing.
It's over.
Is it over? Ladies and gentlemen.
Take off my New York hat, bro. I'm gonna need you to mail me that New York hat.
Hold up, bro. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I gotta rep New York. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what's crazy? This was crazy because y'all, this wasn't planned. This was not planned, so I didn't wear this. Like, that is crazy that a New Yorker came up. Wow, that is crazy. So, I too have a watch that is not talked about as much. And what's crazy is the man on the stage has been like wrecking his brain, considering, hey, you know what? This is something that I'm missing. His life ain't complete without this brand, man. He has been raving about this for the past, well, I don't know how many episodes, right? He still ain't got on it, man. He's procrastinating. I don't know what's wrong with him. But let's take you on a journey to where Hamilton was amazing for the U.S. forces. Everybody loved that watch until 1950s come around, right? And the helicopter pilot said, you know what? I need a watch that is going to be a GMT that I can look at off the rip, that I can just look down and enjoy and have adequate loom and it's sturdy. And I need Swiss made, baby. And guess what happened? They came out with Glycine Airman, the chief, baby. And when I tell you 24-hour dial, you know what that does? Parents, for those you guys that's trying to teach your kids how to tell time, this is the perfect watch because you can show them 12 hours and 24 hours at the same dang time. What we talking about? And this thing is a strap beast. Forget monster. This thing, man, this thing spits more bars than your man Wheezy. Feel me? That right there. Look at that strap. This ain't the original strap. I have 10 straps for this watch. Why? Because I can. And this thing right here, it's encased, it's sturdy. It has been on every mission that I have in my life. You feel me? As far as being a watch collector now, it kept that old tech on it because I know some of you guys like the old school, you like vintage. Glycine kept going since 2014. I mean, since 1914, this thing has been putting out bangers. And I don't know why this man. Hold on, where is he? He's over here. Yeah, I don't know why this man is tripping right now. He should have a Glycine in this thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, you guys see the Glycine Airman Chief, and this right here was actually named after some of the greatest men to ever don the uniform, to ever raise their right hand and defend the Constitution and your ways of life, man. So keep that in mind as you're voting. You too, sir. Matter of fact, I know you want to vote for me too. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, now this is the time where this how we gonna break it down because normally we get the points after each round, but we're not gonna do that because I have to have other people in place for that. But since we're here, by show of hands, you're gonna put a T for Trap, S for Santana. And we're gonna count. We're gonna tally this thing up, man. And we see, yeah, y'all get the voting. Everybody in the chat get the vote. If you're at home,
is this only going to be the people on the live, or we're also counting comments on the playback?
Oh, we will do that. So we'll be like electoral votes type of deal too. So we'll see. So if you're catching this on the playback, please vote. Please let us know who you think, and then we'll come back and I'll actually post that on the wall. You know what I'm saying? So we want to know. Well, everybody's in the live right now. What y'all got? Who y'all got? Who up right now? We gonna count this down. Now let me just say this, bro. You came with some heat, bro. I will give you that, man. Oh boy.
I tried, man. I tried. This was completely on the fly, man. And you know what? Looking back, I'm like, I could have said a lot more, but it gave me the idea of what this really is, man. But I think listen. If they vote for you, they vote for you. But I think I gave a pretty good fight, man.
No,
and,
you did, bro.
This is fun, man. This is definitely fun. It's definitely different.
But and see, that's the thing, though. You know what, Skylar? At the end of the day, this is why I love doing this, man. This right here takes horology to a whole different level, bro. Because it adds the culture, man. And that's one thing that horology is not spoken about. Like we talk about like high-end watches, and we talk about like fan favorites. People talk about Seiko, talk about this, but like you don't talk about the people behind it. What has been done across the board, across history? People have been laying railways down wearing watches, bro, Timexes and Hamiltons. People have been putting airplanes together, man, wearing their Boulevars and Navy timers. I know people that wore their Breitlings while they were working, bro. I'm telling you, this country was put together, and people was wearing some nice timepieces, and some that people don't agree with. But at the end of the day, man, we don't get to share this type of stuff, man. You're merging hip hop culture with horology, which it goes hand in hand. Jay-Z talked about AP, and you got who's the spokesperson for AP? I think Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Should have used in the second round for the win. Calm man getting rage bait. Rage bait, no rage bait, man. Like this up here, we have fun, bro. I absolutely love doing this. I'll tell you, it was funny. There was somebody that I used to rock with back in the day. Actually, took the concept of battles and did it on Instagram, bro, and blocked me. they blocked me, and I went to a different account, and they was like, "Yeah, man, I'm the originator of this battle thing," and I was like, "What? Yo, bro, you can use it, but can I get my credit, bro? You can't
That's
take something
crazy.
that I did, bro. Like, and then you blocked me, bro. I was out there, dude. I wasn't even mad though, honestly. I was like, the nerve of people. That's crazy, bro.
You know, we've talked off camera, bro. That happens all the time, man. And it's just
All
like
the time,
sometimes
bro.
sometimes people who have more attention are able to claim things a little faster, even though you may have already planted that flag. But you know, it's all good, man. Like whatever excites
Man,
the community, you know what I mean? Like we just gonna keep moving along at the end of the day. So it is what it is. Man, I
okay.
think I seen your name
Let's.
more than anything else, and I guess the people wanted some history. They weren't feeling the community vibe that I tried to the angle I try
Hey,
to take.
Skylar two, trap two. And this is what I'm gonna say. It say I'm seeing a tie. I
Mm,
won't. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you this. I won't do a tie. I will actually give it to Skylar as the victor, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Me and Skylar talked about doing this for a long time. And bro, just because my man comes on and he represents this thing wholeheartedly, bro, I will give you a victory on this every rip. Now the people is what it is. You know, hey, if y'all guys watch this on replay and you say, "Hey, Trap got you," we'll put that up there, man. But I'm going to give the victory to my man, Skylar, on the strength of he's carrying this thing. He's carrying the banner. Oh, did we lose Skylar? He got the victory and dipped out. He said, "I won. I'm out of here." I don't know. Probably had. I don't know. Maybe his phone overheated. But I want to tell you guys this wholeheartedly that I do appreciate these things. I appreciate the views. I appreciate. There you go. I appreciate when people are legit, and when we have debates on here. If you have a disagreement with my views, man, please feel free say something because there's a few people that'll say something, and I can't imagine that everything that I say, you agree with everything that I say. It's just that's not feasible. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you have a difference of opinion, please put that out there. Now, I will say be respectful because some of you guys, and I actually tagged this. Some of you that have watched my Invicta videos, you guys are so color based. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that you guys said about black people being in EBT lines when it comes to Invicta, and I'm like, bro, do you understand that Invicta is sold? They sold millions of watches, more like McDonald's, and there's not that many black folks in existence to buy that many watches. So guess what? Invicta as a whole, and I just watched a program the other day, and they talked about Glycine Invicta, and there was another watch, Techno Marine, which Invicta owns them as well, I believe. Still, um, horology isn't just for one race. Invicta isn't just for one race. It's not just black people. And I get that, they are oversized, they gaudy, there's stuff that you will not wear, but there's people that absolutely love these watches, man. You can't poo-poo on somebody else's parade. What is the term that you be using? I'm not going to yuck your yum or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
saying,
yuck somebody's yum. And
yeah,
listen, I apply that to everybody, man. Like it's not just race, right? Sometimes it's sex, sometimes it's how
oh
much
yeah,
money somebody makes. So at the end of the day, man, I try to connect the dots for everybody, and whatever you can afford is what you can afford, and whatever you have on your wrist, that's the message I try to pull at the end of the day, bro, because I want everybody to be able to have fun and be excited and be part of the conversation and not feel, because you know this, a lot of people come to you and like, oh, Travis, I don't feel confident enough to speak
yeah,
up or say anything in chat because I don't really feel like I know anything or I don't really have a collection. But it's like, man, even if you don't listen, enthusiasm is not materialistic in a sense. You
mm,
can know everything you need to know about cars, let's say, right? Everybody will
yeah,
accept the fact that if you know a lot of specifications and you're very enthusiastic about cars, but you don't own a whole bunch of cars, that's all right. But that's still somebody that can contribute and have something to say in the conversation.
oh yeah,
So if you're not ready yet and you want to have some more information, that's fine. But you should always feel welcome, man, either on Travis or my channel. And it's all one thing at the end of the day. And that's the way it should be. I'll be right
yeah,
back. I'm gonna get some
yeah.
water.
Okay, all right, I got you.
I'm
So,
listening though.
yeah, so in with that being said, there are a number of people that I gravitate towards. I look at Watch Chris. Um, I look at. I mean, there's a bunch of watch reviews. You know what I'm saying? I can go down and listen. Sometimes I'll be forgetting people's names when I'm live. But there are a number of people that I look at, and they put out great content. They do, and they just carry the banner. You guys may not know this, but this horology, like the horology based YouTube channels, are
Uh-oh, we lost Travis. I'm sorry, guys. I went to go grab some water. So I think where he was going is that these horology-based he's
my
back.
bad.
So, nah, you're
Yeah,
good. You're good.
yeah. So horology based channels, man, literally, they do a great job at entering stuff that you don't like in all angles, right? So you have Jody that he'll cover some of the more affordable stuff, and then he will actually talk about some more expensive ends. And it's really what you like and what you love, and they're giving information, love to hate them, even all the way up to Nico. Nico is the number one watch channel, period, right? And is his channel like the best for you? You have to decide that. I found it entertaining. I think sometimes he goes above and beyond when he's talking about some of these people, the names he's calling folks. I'm like, whew, man, hey, bro, you should be careful because this world is small and somebody may take offense and mess around and hit you over your head when you go out in public. You know what I'm saying? Like, but outside of that, um, it's all love as far as I'm concerned. I've heard some of the craziest things and things that people will not say in person. They'll post it here. Case in point, there was somebody that ran into a windup, and they said something to me very negative maybe 2 years before that, and it was racial, right? Extremely racial. And I seen this person, and he said, "Hey, I know you. Tried this. You no." He said, "You're the Invicta guy." And I said, "Oh yeah, what's your name?" He told me. He said, "I go by whatever." And I said, "Wait a minute, why does that seem familiar?" "Oh, I tagged your thing because you said." I was like, "Bro, that was colorful what you said." "Oh, you know how it is, man. It's just like just to get some stuff going. I really don't feel like that." That was the response. I was like, "That's funny," and you do realize that what you said was so extremely racial, and you can't just see me and be like, "Oh, it was just fun and games." Even if you would have sent me a message, a private message, like, "Hey, bro, I just did this just because, just to get some." No, no. But again, it's YouTube, it's public, and you're gonna get this. That's the same thing with news, TV shows. You're not gonna like every actor. You're not gonna like every publicist. It's just what it is. But I enjoy doing this, bro. I appreciate you jumping up on here with me. And man, bro, first battle for 2026. First
Yeah,
battle.
yeah.
Come on, bro. Making history,
Now,
bro.
now I can see what it looks like, man. Now I could understand. And listen, if you're watching this on the playback, let us know what you would like to see from the battle. We were just shooting off the hip, or at least I was.
Yep.
Travis is accustomed to doing these battles. I'm not. This is the first time. But like, what is it you want to see more into the
Yeah.
battle? Do you want to see a full-fledged history? Do you want to know all the specifications? Like, I guess the person presenting should know their watch and understand it fully to the
Mm-hmm.
max. And so
Yep.
I don't know if they want like the before, during, and after, where you're giving the history, you're giving the watch that has the specifications, and then where do you think the brand is going, and or what experiences do you have directly with the brand that gives you that creative space to be able to represent it in the battle and such things. So your feedback is important. So let us know how we can make the battles better, especially doing this
Oh
more
yeah.
virtual, because I know you do some live battles as well. So I'd be interested to
Yeah.
hear that.
Oh, bro. We got to do a battle live, bro. Those are so amazing, man. Because the crowd, bro, around you is so energizing, bro. Oh, yo, I love doing these live. I love it, especially when people don't know what's going on. They're like, okay, what is this? And they see me in the middle of it, and I'm going back and forth between the contestants, and they're like, what is this? I've never seen this concept because I got a chance to do it on a cruise ship. And man, when I tell you, bro, this I love this thing, man. This is the best work I've ever done on YouTube for me. For me, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mind doing a review. I don't mind going live, but like this one, man, this one hits heavy with me. I love it, absolutely love it. So I do appreciate you guys giving us your feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because even though I created it, this is ours. You know what I'm saying? This is ours, bro. Like you can be like, yo, Trap, I want to do a battle. I encourage you, do the battle. Please do the battle. Do it. I'm all for it. I love to see other people doing it and how they spend on it. Shoot, I may even learn something from it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't think just because you created something that you got the best version. Some people come with some remixes like, yo, look at Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got some of the greatest hits, but then like the people that came and remixed his songs, people love those even more than Michael Jackson. They still give Mike his credit, but they love the rendition of the person that gave it. And I'm all for that, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, bro, take it, run with it, please. Enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the feedback and hearing people, seeing people do their thing and doing their renditions of things, that's a great point, man. We learn so much. I mean, that's the diversity part, bro. Like that's why I love everybody's collection is so different and they have different ways of liking to collect and how they present
Hmm.
things and how they like things. Because when you do a watch meetup, you know, I know you do cruises and I know you do other things where you can facilitate these rap battles. And I think you're absolutely right. I think when you're live, you know, you get in the crowd's energy, right? It's that
Oh,
energy is unmatched,
oh.
right? I mean, even when we go to watch shows and we interact, a lot of people say that the watch shows are just meetups, man. Like it ain't even about seeing the watches sometimes and just talking. Bro, you can spend the whole time, you've done this, I'm sure. You can spend the whole time just talking to somebody that you're seeing somebody in person or somebody has been following you, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, yeah, man, I love people's perspectives, and I love even if I don't agree. And just to bring your point up from the beginning, when I first jumped on, you don't have to agree, and I don't want you to agree with me. In fact, because
Yes. Yes.
your difference of opinion is going to give me more perspective, and of course, I'm going to respect you as a human being and as a collector, and
Right.
I'm just going to learn more. And I may say that's not true for me, but I could see how you got there. And that right there,
Yeah.
man, it's powerful. It's powerful. It's good stuff. So I got a question, man. Like, where are you at right now, dude? Like, we haven't caught up in a while. Like, what you trying to do for your collection at this point, and or how are you looking at horology that's different from last year? Like, what you been up to?
Okay, so I have stopped completely. I haven't purchased a watch none this year. I've been gifted a few watches this year. And I appreciate the entities that like put me on. However, bro, I've been looking at some higher end stuff, bro. Like I'm getting to that age now where I want something that represents what I like. And I
Mm,
love artwork. I love the craftsmanship of watches, man. So I start looking at watches that are hand built. I'm looking at, some of these watches like they're far out, like 50, $60,000, but I'm loving how they feel on the wrist. Um, I just went to Moyer, man, and I put on a bunch of watches, man, which like I had mentioned yesterday. I'm working on this video.
mm,
Um, I was looking at the Paddock, bro, like that solid gold. Oh my gosh,
mm,
$150,000 timepiece. But this watch is freaking beautiful. This thing is heavier, man. It's heavier than an Invicta, bro. Because like this thing is solid gold, man. And then looking at
mm,
IWC, but my love right now is too. I still love my Panerai, but I'm looking more at Omega, and that is going to be added to my collection. Frederic Constant. There's a few watches that World Timer. I absolutely love that watch, man. I put it on. It fit my wrist perfectly. It goes with now. Of course, I'm very active. I'm very urban at times, man. But this one just fits because it reminds me of the history of my family, and I'm talking about my immediate family, from my grandmother to my grandfather. All the work they've done just to have us to be like where we are right now, so we can
mm,
function and flow. Like, and that's what these watches to me represent. My grandfather owned a Cartier, and that's another watch that he had a Santos, and I want one. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Just like for the legacy of my grandfather, I want a Santos. And it's not because of hype beast. You know what I'm saying? It's not because this is one of the most talked about watches online, but I look at it where I am right now, the history of these watches and what they did socially at the
mm.
time. You know what I'm saying? Like what was going on when these watches came out, and that's what I'll tell you. I actually gravitate back to this watch as well
Yeah.
as my Tissot 1938, because during those times, man, like life was hard for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we're talking about like when that original 1938 watch came out, Cadillac, the company Cadillac, was struggling financially. You're talking about the Great Depression, and they put out an ad in the South, I believe, of a black man next to a Cadillac, and that went wild. And they was like, "Hey, how are blacks able to afford Cadillacs? They weren't able to put their money in the bank, so they didn't suffer. They didn't lose. They had no investments. They had their money in pillowcases, shoe boxes, whatever underneath their pillow. So
Mm.
that's a little history with people like why do some people store their money in these things? That's because that's been passed down through generations, and that's what even Breitling, the Breitling Navy Timer. That's another watch that I want to add to my collection. You know what I'm saying? Not because people say it's hype, but because what it represents. So that's where I'm at right now, bro. I'm not leaning towards like the like more affordable pieces,
Mm.
like I was before. And no shade to anybody that's doing that. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't go for an affordable piece, but where I am right now, the pieces that I want are like $4,000 and above. You know what I'm saying? Like they just that's where they are. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm at with my collection, bro.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man, and that makes sense because I mean, I guess it's kind of like going back to the source at that point, right? Like
Yeah.
if you if you look at all these brands that came after, a lot of them, wouldn't have the space that they have because these bigger brands paved the roads. And then if you go back to the history, obviously they're connected to it. So I definitely resonate with the fact that you want to appreciate the real horology and history of watches. And I'll tell you what, man, that Airman hit me harder than you think
Yeah.
on that last round because I just discovered, and this is why they call me the learning professional, but I just discovered that that dial was a 24-hour dial. I just discovered that it had a lot of history and everything else. So, I circled back and I know I want the combat sub, but I think I might want an Airman too because I've not seen too many watches like that. And it's really incredible how glycine is underrated. It's almost like I want to say it's underrated, but then it's like every time I have a conversation with somebody, like I was just on the Escapement show not too long ago, and they were talking
Man.
about owning it. And every time I bring up the name glycine, people have either owned it or they recognize the name or they know the
Yep.
history or all of the above. So yeah, it's something that, as you said in the battle, it's I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I'm looking to add that to the collection for all the, and I really respect the availability that glycine has, and eventually I'm tiptoeing towards where you're going as well. I feel like I got time, and how I sector off how my conversations are, where I'm micro brand and then I'm building watches, and then I'm kind of doing a lot of things, but I'm slowly progressing to that. And I just want to say this, man, because we have a lot of people that watch both of our channels. I want to thank
Right.
everybody in fact, I want to start off thanking you for putting me on to Trifecta first and foremost. I want to thank Trifecta for giving me that deal on the Hamilton that they gave me. And then I want to thank you guys in the community because I reached out to a lot of people asking for a watchmaker because, as you guys know, the AR coding in it is a little fun. I really didn't want to let the watch go. But I found somebody, I think you know her, Jen from the Watch Hangout. So she's
Yeah.
gonna actually, yeah, she's gonna hook that up for me. And I got some special things. I've got other features that I'm gonna add to that watch as well. That is, I think you guys are gonna like and is gonna be really interesting. But tying it to what you just said, like the reason why I can't let the Hamilton Murph go is because I always wanted Hamilton for its history, for their contributions to history. Um, and B, that Murph was really where I connected the most to Hamilton because having those cathedral hands was like, it wasn't even the Interstellar. I mean, don't get me wrong, that was part of it, but the cathedral hands on that watch, I just fell in love, and I just
Right.
respected the watch for what it was and what it represents within the realm of khaki watches, because obviously that watch was made up in a movie, but at the end of the day, bro, it still represents the khaki line and that
Yeah.
military basis and stuff like that. So yeah, man, I want to thank everybody. Like it really became a community watch, and I wouldn't have it, and I wouldn't have the opportunities that I have if it wasn't for you, Trifecta, and the community itself. So I appreciate you guys.
Hey
Ben
man,
10.
look, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Ben 10's thing up there. You know the thing, and I'm still for micro brands to a certain extent. It has to make sense to me, and in as much as I love supporting these independent artists, I do. I love supporting. You know what I'm saying? So I ask myself, how can I support these watch brands without, you know what I'm saying, like having to buy all the time? And it's just that is putting the word out,
Yeah.
showcasing, going to these events. And if I get it in my hands, like South Baltimore, I think, in my humble opinion, I think South Baltimore is one of the greater watch brands out there. for
100%.
the price. You know what I'm saying? And for what he's doing in history, man, he's making moves, man. He's taking elements that like from tragedy, that bridge that
Hmm.
collapsed out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he took a part of that and didn't like he used the money for that to put it back into the community. And I'm like, I respect that so much more than just a micro brand because there are some companies that I won't represent because it's just a money grab, bro. Like
Hmm.
you're coming out and you're trying to set your prices at something equivalent to a Doxa. And I'm like,
Hmm.
Doxa has real history, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's another watch, dive watch that I would love to put in my collection. But um, yeah, bro. Like I'm not chasing brands like that. I did the chase thing. I padded my collection, padded, and I was just loving it. And they were just beautiful placeholders in my case, and they
Hmm.
stopped getting the love. And 68, no, 70% of my collection is gone, bro.
Wow.
I'm well. When I tell you I'm well under 100 watches now, you're talking to somebody that had over 300 watches in his collection. I'm about 62 watches in my collection right now,
That's awesome.
and falling like I'm collapsing that. I'm even collapsing that because um I don't want a bunch of watches in my collection. I want watches that make sense, and I want something that I can pass down. Like 'cause I know my boys are still like they're not into watches like that, but I know once I'm gone, they're like, okay, what watches did that? It's like so some of those old videos that I was like, hey, these watches, some of them are still in the collection. They won't go anywhere. My Tissot 1938, that ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? My PRX, that's not going anywhere. But
Yeah.
a lot of my Invicta pieces, my Aragons, a lot of those I have kept some Aragons. But yeah, man, for the most part, I cherish the watches that I have in my collection. They do tell a story. And when I do add those extra watches, man, they are going to again. When I have my Omega, bro, like because my godfather owned an Omega, Rolex, and a Cartier. Those are three
Mm.
watch companies that he believed in. My grandfather, he did carpentry and he was a farmer. His favorite watch was a Cartier. He actually had a Rolex that he wore that he had a Submariner that he beat the brakes off of on a regular basis going out to work every day. His watch was cracked up, scratched up, bro. Like he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think too. Rolex Submariner back then for him probably was like 2 grand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yesterday's price is not today's
saying?
price.
Not today's price. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. With that being said, I'm just like Skylar. I appreciate everybody's participation. I appreciate your disagreements. I appreciate the puns, everything that you guys do on this channel. I'm thankful. I'm just am that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, Skyler, again, bro, you pulled your boy out of retirement, man. You just made my day, bro. For real, a battle on the fly, bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
I'll be honest, I think that was more of a spar, and I think now you're probably fired up for like a real deal
ooh,
show lights and everything, you know what I mean?
bro, man, I'm talking about music, the whole nine, bro. Shout out to my man Tony Woe because he texted me doing this. He's working on some music for me, man. We're gonna make this thing. It's for everybody. It's going to be enjoyable. We're just gonna do our thing, man. So, bro, again, you always welcome up here, bro. Like my stage is
Appreciate
your
it.
stage. You already know that, bro. Anybody else that want to come along, you want to do on the fly battles? I'll set it up to where two of you, if y'all want to do that in the chat, you be like, hey, I got 5 watches right now. I will pull you up here and we can referee. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Skylar, if you got time, both of us can referee a judge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm down for
We can
that.
do the
I think
thing.
I think I'm calling out Hannibal, I'm calling out Ben 10,
Mm,
and maybe
mm,
John D. Like those are
mm,
all heavyweight hitters, bro. Like
mm,
that's like Muhammad Ali and Tyson. I gotta see that
mm.
fight.
Yeah, what we talking about? What we talking about? Where y'all at, man? Hey, I set it up. I told you. When y'all want to do it, I set up the logistics, man. It's gonna be fly. It's gonna be fly,
You
bro.
know
We
what?
gonna be in this thing.
You know who would be a demon? Thelonious Monk. Boy, oh boy, I would not want to be in the ring
Ooh,
with that guy. John D, maybe John D and
ooh,
Thelonious Monk. Oh, you're gonna get all kinds of history.
yo,
That'll be a great, great
yo.
matchup. Yeah,
That
but
would
I get
that
it. Not
would be
every.
dope.
The thing is, though, I understand that coming up and presenting and stuff, it's not for everybody. Yeah, I would just
Hmm.
love to see that, but at the end of the day, they gotta have, that want to come up on stage and do something like that. But it's all fun and games, man. Like if you're feeling nervous about it, don't. don't. I felt nervous even doing this. I do lives. I've come on this live stream. I felt nervous too. I'm pretty sure you heard me stuttering in between, trying to wrap my mind around it. I wasn't calm, cool, collective. I was like, all right, go, go, go. It's a normal thing. Feeling nervous and feeling shy about it is completely normal, man. But you just do it because this is just fun. We're not racing against pink slips.
Right, right. This just, hey, bro, this is just a simple battle, man. Hey, Hannibal don't want the smoke. Is on the stage, so boop, 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 boop. Shots fired, bro. What we talking about up here? You feel me? Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, hey, I'm just going with the crowd right now. You feel me? So, bruh, Hannibal, you got to come. And ain't no defend me. You got to come with it, bro. What you talking about? 5 watches, man. Put 5 watches up there, and we gonna keep it moving. Facts. You know more I would lose. Hey, now I don't know about that, Ben. Uh, thank God nobody wants to battle me. Hey, J Jones, you got way more watches out there to battle with, bro. You got 855 watches to choose from. You feel me? So what we talking about, bro?
He might have writer's block trying to only pick 5 for a battle. That's tough, man. 5 out
Bro,
of 5,000.
bro, I'm telling you, bro, like that's crazy work. That's crazy
Yeah.
work. So yeah, bro. So yeah, man, we're gonna end it here.
Yep.
We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, bro. Thank you for jumping on, man. If
My
y'all made
pleasure.
it this far in the live, man, hey, you a real one. You feel me? So, hey, Scholar, when are you going live next, bro?
I was just about to hop on a live, and then I saw you were live, and I saw the title. So I'm probably gonna skip today because I'm gonna be real busy now. I gotta jump in and do some editing and stuff like that. So probably
Mhm.
next week at this point. Yeah, I'll probably do something next week for sure. For sure.
Okay. Okay, so y'all listen, Scholar Santana is the name, the title, it's the myth, the legend, my man right here. His Mr. Horologist, Mr. Learning Professional. You know what I'm saying? He's on there, man. Used to
Appreciate you,
be
man.
aka Mr. Watch Crunch, man, because he was promoting that thing heavy, boy. So
Don't have
yeah,
much time for that now, but I
I
still I
bro,
still hop on there here and there.
I do it every once in a while. So y'all, hey, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's beautiful outside, man. It is beautiful, and I know it's beautiful where you are. If not, imagine being here with me because it's sun outside. You know what I'm saying? So, man, thank you guys, man. And y'all already know until the next lightning strike, y'all be